Alright, what's up, guys? Anybody who's here now or afterwards, live or not live, either way, shout out to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, so, what's up, Dustin? Hello. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. It's windy. It's really windy. Hey, Big Boys PV. We're under a high wind warning, is what it's called. Parts of the Las Vegas Valley are having gusts of wind up to 60 miles an hour. It's way too windy to be out walking around right now and doing stuff, unfortunately. I'm as disappointed as anyone else. But we've just had a lot of trouble with the wind lately. And until at least this time tomorrow night, we're under a high wind warning. And could see gusts of wind up to 60 miles an hour. Expected property damage and power outages. I'm surprised the power's still on here, honestly. I got all my stuff charged up just in case. A couple of little power banks and, flashlights and whatnot. Because usually it doesn't hold, the power doesn't hold when it's this windy outside, usually. What's going on, Robert? Good to see everybody. Thanks for being here. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Anybody who's out celebrating it right now on Fremont Street is getting blown around. I was thinking about it, but it's a long walk there and back. And somebody might, like, 7 people, seriously, 7 different people contacted me about buying things on Facebook today. And I can give up on 2 of them already, it looks like, but there might still be one coming through. So I gotta sell something tonight if I can, because I'm falling behind. Oh, you need a new Shimano shifter, big boys. That's a shame. Hey, Paula. Good to see you, Paula. Shane's here. What's up, buddy? Brandon, Slow 49. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see everybody, though. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's a windy, windy one in Las Vegas. It was a nightmare just to get a couple blocks to 7-Eleven and back earlier. I mean, just like getting crap blown in your eyes and I don't know. I'm tired of the wind, man. It just won't let up around here lately, it seems like. Hey, Amy's here. What's going on? Great to see you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope everybody's having a good one. Yeah, it is. That's a good way to describe it. This is the most. You've been here your whole life, Shane. This is like 35 St. Patrick's Days in Las Vegas for you. This is the windiest St. Patrick's Day that I've ever experienced in my entire life. I will say, I can still hear it kind of howling outside. Um, it's just crazy wind out there. Snow and hail. Wow, that's crazy. People are getting some weird weather, man, all over the place. There's tornadoes and stuff. God bless all the people that were affected, and um, just a lot of. What was I gonna say? waiting, like, I thought I heard a Facebook notification. Just waiting for that Facebook notification. I hope nobody's avoiding it because they think it, because it's St. Patrick's Day and they think I'm, not here trying to sell stuff. I'm here trying to sell stuff. I wish people would have come through today. I've seriously had seven different people, individual people, contact me about things that I have for sale on Facebook. Three of them said they were going to come by. Two of them have missed their, the requested time slot. And the other one, we still got probably, I'll give it another 45 minutes or so before I start to worry. But let's see. Oh no. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there on the like kind of stress and anxiety and lack of sleep, but I hope you get to feeling better, Dustin. I got a bunch of dust and crap in my nose and lungs and stuff from, it's like, it's hard to breathe outside because of all the shit blowing around, sorry. One of the reasons I hate windy days in Vegas is because you get a bunch of junk in your nose and your lungs and, your eyes, dirt and dust and stuff. I know it's windy sometimes in Vegas in the springtime, the spring months. But it's never been like this before where it's just like every day it's freaking windy. Hold on, I'm falling way behind here. Yeah, it's usually pretty good weather. What's up, JPL Rides? Good to see you, buddy. Happy St. Patty's Day to you. What's up, Raul? Happy St. Patty's Day. Yeah, 120-degree days are coming. Well, I hope not. We had never had a 120-degree day here until last year. And I hope it never happens again. Ever. Because it was terrible. John knows. What's up, John Beckman? Good to see you, buddy. Great to see you as always, John. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying this super windy St. Patrick's Day in the Las Vegas Valley. I don't know how it is over on the Summerlin side, but you can get blown over here downtown today. If you go around a corner or something and catch that whoosh of wind just right, it could probably knock you down. It's that kind of day. And it sucks, man. I wanted to go out and walk around. I was going to drag Shane out. We were going to go wander around and live stream on Fremont Street tonight, but it's just terrible to be outside. Oh, Danny, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Sorry, I'm falling behind in the chat a little bit, but good to see everybody. Danny, glad you're here. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Brandon, if you want to, if you want to share a link to your merch here, I know you're getting ready to go on a hell of a journey, and if you want to link any of your merchandise here, I would welcome you to, and I would encourage anyone here in the live stream to go check it out if you're unfamiliar. If you're just popping in here and you're unfamiliar with my channel or Slow 49's channel, Slow 49 is getting ready to embark on one hell of a Honda Ruckus ride. and you're not going to want to miss it. And if there's merchandise related, then you should be checking that out too. So Brandon, feel free to post if you want to. Dustin, I don't know. Like, I don't like really cold weather either. You know, really cold weather sucks and really hot weather sucks. Yeah, there have been a few hot summers. I want to say it was 2020. Summer of 2020 was pretty mild. I was out and about a lot during the day in the summer, like on the motorcycle and stuff then. And it was, you know, still the hot Las Vegas summer, but not nearly as bad as the last few, anyway. I hope I can catch up with him when he's here. If he's got the time, I've certainly got the time. JPL rides. Oh, is that right? Big Boys PEV. I heard they released a couple of new scooters, like the third gen. What's it called? Having a brain fart right now. Sorry. Yeah, that's kind of the problem we're having downtown right now, John, is there's always trash downtown anyway, but when it's windy like this, it's just all over the place. And yeah, hard to keep the trash cans where you left them and everything else on a day like today. Probably better to wait until the morning. Kevin Tier, what's up, buddy? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you as well. Got you, Brandon. Oh, you're running. Amy, I hate to interrupt your running with a stupid live stream. You know, if you have more important things to do, of course, I don't expect you to be here. Wow. I wish it would only be 90 here at 9 p.m. though. JPL rides in the summertime. In July, it's still 109 at 9 o'clock. Man, I'm not looking forward to the summer at all. But I think we're all due for some mild weather. Like, the whole nation's been getting battered with crazy, you know, just uncharacteristic weather usually, or excessive, you know, like you might get the kind of weather that you get sometimes, but there's like a lot of it, and it's, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Nothing seems normal at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Dry heat or not, it's still entirely too hot. If it's hot and dry, it's still hot. I don't miss the humidity at all. East Coast summers, I had, you know, plenty of fun with those over the years, but you know, I think it's the sun that gets you the most in the Southwest. There's nothing to soften it, you know, no atmosphere. It just starts killing you right away. That's the difference between like Southwest summers and East Coast is, you know, both are ridiculously hot, but the sun here will just kill you a little faster. Oh, is that right? That's good, Paula. I'm falling way behind on the comments here. Sorry guys, I'm doing a few things at once. Yeah, I know Texas heat isn't anything to mess with. It's like a combination of the two. You get like the Southwest heat effect and like the East Coast heat effect in much of Texas. Is there a place to rent an electric scooter for a few days? I don't think so anymore around here. Like, I think Atomic closed. I don't know. Yeah, that's right, JPL Rides. Hopefully we can get some good weather during good weather season. It is good weather season, but it's entirely too windy in Las Vegas right now. Oh yeah, hope Baby Love's okay. Hopefully not out and about. It's a terrible night to be out, unfortunately, because it is St. Patrick's Day, and that's a big to-do in downtown Las Vegas, but it would be awful to go out and do it right now. Ugh. Somebody really needs to come and buy something. I was sure I was going to sell something today. The clock is ticking. I got like a couple of days, and then I'm going to be pretty screwed. I couldn't go out and deliver food today. I was planning on doing that today. I was going to drag Chris and possibly Shane along with me, but there's just no riding a bike on a day like this, not for very long anyway. It's just too gusty, you know, and too much stuff blowing around, little dust particles and stuff getting in your eyes. And so it's supposed to be like that tomorrow too, and then Wednesday's hopefully going to be okay, but I got to save a little bit of energy for the bike ride. We'll see how it goes. Is there a scooter rental in Vegas? There's like the moped scooters, yes, but I don't know if anybody's renting electric scooters at the moment. Yeah, no, I know it can get pretty hot in LA. JPL Rides. I miss June in LA. It's nice and cool in the morning. You get the June gloom, like the marine layer, and then it burns off and like warms up a little bit in the afternoon and it's sunny. I miss that. That's good weather. I used to go out and do a lot of riding then. Oh, cool. That's good. Carter Power Sports, I'm assuming. Slow 49. Yeah, it's crazy. Paula had snow and hail in March. That's a little excessive, a little extreme. I love good weather, Danny. I'm about tired of like wind and, well, we could always use rain. I'm not going to say I'm tired of rain, but I'm definitely tired of wind. Um, Tired of being cold, but definitely not ready to be hot. Huh. That might be the one I'm thinking of. JPO Rides, the e-bike guy. Hopefully, yeah, probably a lot of people calling in sick tomorrow, Danny, I would imagine. Um, it's, I kind of feel like a little something in my throat, you know, like right before you get sick. Like for real though, I'm not drinking tonight and I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I was gonna do Uber Eats, but it's gonna be too windy. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna come down with severe hangovers in the morning and find it difficult to attend work. I know around here anyway, like a lot of the people that go downtown for St. Patrick's Day are locals. A lot of people are visiting too. Um, but everybody's having, it seems like everybody's having at least one too many. And that could certainly make for an unproductive day tomorrow. But there's a gas scooter rental place, like mopeds, near downtown, like between the Stratosphere and downtown. There's a scooter rental place that I pass by all the time, but it's just like the gas scooters. Um, and then Atomic did electric scooters, but they're gone. You could rent those for as long as you want. And now, yeah, I don't know what the deal is. That is possible, Dustin. It's St. Patrick's Day for everyone, prostitutes as well. Basin Scooter Shop. I've never heard of that. Big Boys PV. But people do ask me a lot, you know, where's a place where I can rent something? And there's always the RTC bikes you can get. And then, you know, there's a few like moped scooter rental places. Um, what else? You can rent like the slingshots and stuff on weird little electric three-wheeled cars. I've never heard of it myself, JPL rides. Like this is news to me. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the green and white ones in the racks lately. Like they got some more, or they fixed them and put them back into the rotation, or whatever. The green and white RTC bikes are electric and it'll go up to like 13 miles an hour, I think. 13 or 14. And the blue and white ones are pedal only, human powered only. I'm still meaning to try both, actually. The RTC e-bikes and regular bikes. Oh man. I guess it's too much to hope for to have somebody come through on St. Patrick's Day and buy something. It's really coming down to the wire though. It's gonna be close. I'm a little short. I'll be alright if people, just buy stuff. Did I go ride today? No. I didn't. I wanted to. I was gonna go do Uber Eats and DoorDash today, but it's just too damn windy. At least downtown, anyway. Yeah, it is so windy. It's terrible to be outside today, and it's gonna be just as bad tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna do as much Uber Eats and DoorDash as I could today and tomorrow, but you can't be outside on a bike really right now. So that's frustrating. I was gonna try and make a few dollars. Get a little closer to paying bills anyway. Get something to eat maybe. I was gonna sell some old rims to a guy and buy groceries. Well, I'll spend like a couple bucks of it on groceries. I'm still short on other things, but it's like I gotta sell something. For real. I'm at the end of my rope and I couldn't go out and deliver food today because it's too stinking windy to do it on that. We rarely get a high wind warning. That only happens like a couple times a year, maybe. And I had forgotten about the difference. No cycling today, it's just way too windy. Um, am I selling the new GT, this one? I'm selling whatever I can that'll keep a roof over my head. I'd hate to get rid of this bike, the GT, but I gotta eat and pay rent too. So, whatever somebody comes through and wants to buy within the next 24 hours, hopefully, uh, they can have it because I gotta keep a roof over my head. I can hear the wind outside. It's freaking terrible. There should be a bunch of highlights on the news about the wind, like things that blew over. Tomorrow morning I might actually watch the news and just see, like, 'cause signs blow out and trees blow over, and there's like tumbleweeds and trash everywhere. So it'd be interesting to see how bad it was. I hope it's not as bad as everybody said it might be. It sounds like it's howling out there, though. Yeah, no, Brian, I've thought of that. I mean, things are a little different now. That I have cancer and colitis, there's only so much of certain things that I can do for any length of time. Like, I overdid it yesterday. I did too much bike riding, and I'm kind of, feeling the effects of it today. So I find it difficult to maintain like a regular position because of the more frequent not being able to go to work, really, these days. So I am actually trying to find something part-time that I can kind of do it when I'm able to, you know. I'm putting a lot more emphasis on my eBay account. All of a sudden I'm selling more things, different things online than I was, more nickel and dime stuff. Let me see, still nothing. I just need a couple of Facebook Marketplace notifications. If people just follow through, I mean, seriously, 3 people said they were coming by today. One of them still might. I'm not going to give up on him. I'll give him until like 7:45 before it's like, yeah, he's not coming. But the thing is, Brian, I got to be able to do it on my schedule. Like I said, I'm not always healthy enough to go to work. So that's the problem with having really any job, is they want me there at a certain time to do a certain amount of work, and that's not always an option. Huh. I don't think I've ever heard of that one either, Big Boys PEV, unless it's one that I'm not thinking of. Or, like just one that I didn't know the name of, is what I meant. There are a lot of them that I'm aware of, but I don't really know what they're called. So that might be one. Man, I hope I'm not getting sick. I can kind of feel it in my throat, but I think that's just all the dust that's been blowing around today. Yeah, Brian, I have actually talked to a couple of dispensaries, and they don't allow deliveries on bicycles. Only a few of them deliver, and it's only under like really strict guidelines. If you know of a dispensary that'll hire a bike delivery person, I'd certainly be interested. But all the ones that I'm in close proximity to uh, don't, as far as I'm aware. Okay, that sounds good. JPL rides. I think Friday and Saturday it's only dinner, isn't it? Or is it like brunch and dinner? Because I know like during the week they only have brunch at what's it called? Garden Court. Huh. No, I hear you, JPL rides. It's you gotta spread it around. I don't know how vegan people do it. I mean, I don't know any vegan people with cancer or anything. I mean, maybe I should have been vegan. Uh, and you know, they all have nice skin and stuff, but I couldn't do it. I gotta eat, you know, like food once in a while, you know? On the subject of jobs, like earlier, I am gonna try, like, I'm gonna chop half of my hair off and I'm gonna go into that, what's it called, sandwich delivery place that has people on bikes delivering sandwiches and be like, hey, you know, just like, you got 1 or 2 days a week, maybe you can give me. So if I pay another week's rent, I'll get a haircut and go hassle them. And that, you know, that might be a good fit because that's they only do lunchtime, and I don't think anybody works it every day. I don't know. Yeah, same here, Dustin. I have no problem with eating vegetables too, but like just I don't know. I like to eat most kinds of food myself. I don't want to jinx it, but I hope the power stays on. Like it's just like I'm kind of surprised that it's as windy as it is, and we're in, you know, downtown, which is, you know, the infrastructure is a little past its prime. Um, so I hope it stays on. Like I can charge my phone a couple of times with, you know, things. I got a portable fan thanks to Big Boy's PV actually that I still use a lot. Um, yeah, I hope everything stays on tonight. I want to try and sleep. And man, I hope somebody comes through and buys something tomorrow. I mean, it's not for lack of effort. I have things for sale. I have good things for sale at good prices across multiple platforms. But, you know, people have to be in a buying mood. But a lot of people are probably taking the day off tomorrow, I would imagine. A lot of people that went out tonight are probably taking the day off tomorrow. And maybe they'll be ready to buy some of my crap, which would be great. Yeah, it does. It does go out a lot. Um, Downtown is kind of known for it, but there is no Waffle House in Vegas. It's been a while since I went to Waffle House. Waffle House is like the one thing we don't have here. Uh, Check notifications. Yeah, really nobody's coming through. Like, well, maybe like we gave up. I wrote off that last guy, and then I sold the red and white bike during a live stream. Remember? I had to cut the live stream because his brother showed up in the parking lot. He's like, "Yeah, my brother's waiting for you." So there is still a possibility that the other guy could come through tonight, but two of them are already like way past. But if you're not, like, we've been over this. Like, I don't know why people are this way. I'm sitting here basically waiting for them, and if I'm sitting here waiting for them, I'm probably not doing something else. And if they're not coming, all they have to do is be like, "Hey, sorry for whatever reason I can't make it." They'll be like, "Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I won't wait for you then." So I don't know why it's so hard for people to just, if they're not coming, just be like, "Hey, sorry, I can't make it." I was trying to make it up that way at some point myself, JPL rides. Yeah, that was kind of the thing after hurricanes too, Dustin. I remember the Waffle House would always be open pretty quickly, even if everything else was, trashed. Waffle House was usually back up and running pretty fast. Yeah, well, it does look like a cool place. JPL rides, not in the wintertime so much, but like I wouldn't go there in the wintertime, but yeah, in like July or something that'd be nice. Probably pretty nice there. I guess it still gets hot in North Dakota, but you know, shouldn't be that bad, I would think. Oh man. Every time, like, well, I shouldn't say every time. Like the couple of times that I've been in Oklahoma, it's been windy. Like, it's really windy, I guess, in Oklahoma a lot. That makes sense, Shane. I can understand that. That's probably a good way to gauge it. Yeah, pretty much, I guess, Dustin. I wanted to go all the way up to the northernmost point of North America last summer. I'd still like to do it this summer, but that's going to take a bit of some fortunate circumstances, I guess. At this point, I can't see. I can't see doing that myself without a financial windfall of some sort. I wouldn't rule it out. Somebody just won like $1,043,000 at the Venetian yesterday or something. I don't go and gamble really, so it's probably not going to win if you don't play. But most people don't win, but I guess some people still do. So that's one way to come up with a bunch of money, I guess. Shane knows. Shane wins sometimes. Shane's a high roller. Yeah. Nobody seems to like giving money away anymore. Shane. I haven't been very lucky myself. Yeah, I'd like to go there too. JPL rides. Is that the closest one to here? I didn't even know there was one that close. I just added some inventory and rearranged prices of stuff on eBay too. And I need to sell a bunch of stuff by tomorrow night, and so far it's not going well. I was hoping maybe at least, people will probably be sitting around. So a lot of people are staying home, just avoiding the drunken nonsense tonight. So I figured there might be some more action on eBay. I'm not really doing very well though. I've been buying little trinkets that I'm going to resell in bulk though. Let me show you something here. I'm going to put you down for a second. Oh. Hold on. I sold something, but it's not going to do me any good. Well, yeah, anything's better than nothing, but hold on, guys. Oh, I want something else. Hold on. I'll be back with you in a second. I gotta pay for something I won, then I'm gonna show you what I won, and I'm gonna show you why I bought it. Or tell you why. Okay. Hold on, let me, I'm doing a bunch of stuff on my laptop. Hold on a minute, guys. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Hold on. I've been buying a bunch of these. What do you suppose? What do you suppose I paid for this item right here? Hey, what's up, Mike? I see you down there. Good to see you, brother. What do you suppose I paid for this fabulous treasure from the Far East? Right there. Shane, it's supposed to be just as windy tomorrow as it was today. The wind thing doesn't expire until tomorrow. $15. JPL says $15. And Las Vegas E-Rides says 10-ish. No, it's not a Swatch watch. It's just it's an off-brand, just cheap digital watch. No more than two. Wow, can you get anything for $2 anymore? Or under $2? Seriously, what do you really think I paid for it? You guys are all way off. If anybody guesses it exactly right, I'm gonna name a fart after them. $472? No, it's much less than that. That's a pretty good value actually, JPL rides. $32. You guys are all really way off. I'm gonna give you one more look at the watch. Hold on. You still could be a fart, Mike. There's still time to guess correctly. How much did I pay? 100 or $1? Shane? 100? Hold on. I'm going to show you the watch again. Take a good look at the watch. It's 408. What do you suppose a fine wristwatch such as that would cost? $17.95. You're still way off. You guys are way too high. I've been buying stuff wholesale for less than manufacturing cost, actually. I buy things for less than manufacturing cost by the thousands from China, and this has been going on for decades. I'm going to show you stuff that's going to make you shit your pants in a minute, guys. I'm going to reveal some of my secrets, and I probably shouldn't because I'm in the process of rebuilding my eBay empire right now. But I'm going to show you a couple of tricks of mine. You gotta guess correctly, Mike. You're way off. $17.95 is what something like this might retail for. But I'm gonna pay a fraction of that. 95 cents, you're the closest. 95 cents is the closest, but you're still way off. $4 for a watch. 99, nope. I went a little higher than I normally would on this one. I'm going to eventually, it's going to take 3 to 6 weeks for them all to get here, but I'm going to eventually have hundreds of them. 32 cents. You're pretty close, JPL Rides. JP really wants a fart named after him. You gonna stand for that, Mike? You're very, very close. I went high. I went higher than I normally would. 27 cents. You're in the ballpark. We're getting close. Let's take one more look at the watch. Ooh. How about that? And it's blue, and yeah, who doesn't love that? I see real value there. Okay, there's going to be farts named Mike and Lou and JP because you're all pretty close. You ready? I went high on this one. I don't normally go this high on them, but you ready? So there you have it. It cost 84 cents to manufacture this watch. I know this after decades of ordering various trinkets from the Far East in mass quantities. If I bought 1,000 of them, it would cost 84 cents a piece to manufacture these watches. So what I'm going to do instead, this company is trying to build itself right here on eBay, and you have to wait for economy shipping from outside the US. See? So I have to wait the 3 to 6 weeks, which is why I only paid 21 cents for this item. But when I have 100 of these, I can sell them in a wholesale lot, stateside, ready to go. You can have them in 3 days. 100 for, let's say, $79 with free shipping. I've got an average of 23 cents into each one of these with tax and everything else. Some of them are nicer than this. So I got 23 bucks into said lot. It's going to cost like 14, 15 bucks to ship it and then some eBay fees. So I let these things pile up for a while and I net 30 or 40 bucks. But while I'm sitting here watching TV and stuff, I bid on stupid crap like this. Group it all together, wholesale it off to somebody. I would never try to sell something like this individually unless I had a gas station or something and you put it up by the cash register and, oh, there's a stupid little watch, I'll give you $3 for that or something, you know. So instead, I'll just wait for shitloads of them to get here. I'll put them all in a box and say $79. There you go. And I make some money for doing, well, sitting here and staring at lasers, basically. But it's a waiting game. I've got all of my money tied up in shit like this right now, and there's nothing I can do to really speed it along. But in 3 to 6 weeks from now, I'm gonna get tons of treasures, 21-cent treasures from the Far East, and we can start making some money on them. But this is what I did to get rich initially back in the day when I didn't have a lot of money. I started my eBay empire with $38 and some leftover crap that I had in my closet and turned it into a $1.25 million business before I lost everything. It's my fault. I got greedy. Some of you know the story. But anyway, this is what we're working on now, guys. You want to see, like, you know those little lights that I put on bikes? Hold on a second, guys. I don't know if I should show you this one or not. Okay, you know, they used to clip on to the bike. You've seen me out with them before at the bike rides and stuff. No, that's the thing. They can't be tariffed because they're coming in small quantities. I'm ordering them individually so they don't qualify to be tariffed. I'm cheating the system. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've seriously been importing stuff for 30 years. I know how to get around tariffs. Anyway, these If I get these 1,000 at a time, cost me, I originally started manufacturing this product like 5 years ago. I don't manufacture it anymore. Somebody else does. They're still selling it out of the same factory, but I'm not commissioning the production of these anymore. But I still get them. I used to pay 18 cents a piece for this item. What do you suppose I'm getting them for on eBay now? That's another getting a fart named after you question. Yeah. Oh, nice. Glad you're gonna be there, Mike. Yeah, they could be if you wanted them to be, though, Shane. Like, 10 cents. 10 cents would be a pretty good value, don't you think, Shane? Because, this product retails for $2.99 in its little package. So 10 cents, you think 10 cents? Remember, the manufacturing cost by the thousand, if you get them from the factory that makes them in China, by the thousand, you pay 18 cents each. So what do you suppose I'm getting them for? Shane's on the right track. Hold on a second. I'm going to put you down for a second, guys. Okay, so here's one. Right here. In all its glory. A red one. How much do you suppose that costs? The manufacturing cost by the thousands. If you buy 1,000 at a time, they're 18 cents a piece. How much do you suppose I pay for them now individually, one at a time? Shane said 10 cents. Las Vegas E-Ride says about the same. Let me say you might be shocked by this one. $0.30 would be a pretty good price. That's 10% of their retail value. If you can get them for 30 cents, that's actually a pretty good price. 20 cents would be 2 cents over manufacturing cost, which should be, like, that would still be a good deal if I'm buying them individually. If I'm buying them one at a time, getting them for 20 cents would probably be a pretty good deal. But remember, I don't pay wholesale for anything. I pay vastly under wholesale for everything. So take that into consideration when you're making your guess. And if someone gets it right on, I'm like, the fart of the week is going to get named after them. Like, you're getting a very special fart named after you. 52 cents? No. Remember, I don't pay anything close to wholesale for anything. Take that into consideration. You're all way off. You're all way, way off. I've sold hundreds of thousands of these. I wish I had some leg medicine. If I sold more of these, maybe I would. I have sold hundreds of thousands of these lights, though. I didn't get them all from eBay sellers at one point. I got them directly from the factory. All right, come on, somebody else. One more guess. $1, $1.22 for a light? No, you're going in the wrong direction. JPL Rides, you're way, way off. This is an LED lighting product with 2 batteries inside of it. What do you suppose that's worth? On the very sub-wholesale end. I've bought tens of thousands of these on eBay now, actually, individually. But what do you suppose I'm paying for them? Lou, you're on the right track. You're getting closer. 2 cents a piece? All right. The fart of the week shall be named Chris Dudley, aka Big Boys PEV, because you didn't get it right on the head, Big Boys PEV. But are you ready? Check this out. I buy all of them for exactly this much. And that's the way to do it. It's a shame to pay any more than 1 cent for something, you know? It just feels wrong. So I've done this tens of thousands of times. Let me show you one of my listings. There are a lot of factors involved. Like, don't think it's all profit, because eBay fees are high, shipping fees are high. You got to put them in something. So let me show you. I'll show you one of my listings. All right, here's a listing that I've sold like hundreds off of. This is for 24 of them, 12 red and 12 black. Let's see. See, this is a 24 pack. And so it cost me, $6 to ship that. There's, with shipping supplies and postage, it cost me $6 to ship that. There's eBay fees and, like final value fees and stuff like that. I've sold about 380,000 of these on eBay. Individual lights. I've gone through about 380,000 of them. So they're in varying groups, anywhere from like 6 to 100, like per lot. So it depends. There's a lot of time involved because I have to go and bid on all of those things individually. Even though I'm getting them for 1 cent, there's still time involved. So after everything, I net like I net like $3.50 on that. So I spent 24 cents to make $3.50 ultimately. That's the only way I can afford to do it. But I used to pay 18 cents for these things, and that was rough. So anyway, that's what I've been working on lately. Well, some of it anyhow. I knew I shouldn't have said anything, but look at all the other things that I'm buying too. Check this out. I'm going to show you something. I'm getting grow lights now for cents. Hold on a minute. You just got to go looking. There's millions of these things out there. I've been making money off of this stupid cheap crap for seriously almost 30 years. If an idiot like me can do it, then an idiot like you can do it too, everybody else. You know what I always say. So hold on a second. Let me find another for instance here. Hold on. Did I go past it? Okay, I'm gonna sell these probably in 4 packs, I think. Um, Let me show you what another thing that I got, and then I'll let you see how much you think I paid for it. Hold on. So this is a screw-in, like standard socket, full spectrum LED light bulb. It's like a grow light, or if you have like a planted fish tank or something like that. If you want to grow your own leg medicine at home, um, this is this is a way to do it. See, check out the light in action. See, wow, look at that. See, you can grow your cabbage. It looks like right there with it. Who wouldn't love that? So what do you suppose something like that costs? A high power LED light bulb that you can grow your own cabbage with. Oh, really? I suppose that can happen, Big Boys PV. I still owe you some. I still got to fill up a box of stuff for you. Anyway, any guesses on the grow light bulb, high power LED light for growing your own cabbage and other things that you can grow? I went higher than I should on this one, but I'm gonna hopefully end up with a bunch of these. I can put them in like groups of 4 and do okay. Alright, you ready to see what I did on this one? That's a fair price, I think. I don't want to go any higher than that on them, really. Man, really nobody's coming through to buy anything tonight, it would seem. I guess it's time to, yeah, it's 8 o'clock. I guess it's time to give up on that other guy. I hope people are in a buying mood tomorrow. This is the problem with buying and selling for yourself. I have a lot of different things available across, multiple platforms. And sometimes it doesn't matter what, you're just not selling anything. And other times you're selling it as fast as you can get it. It'd be nice to be having one of those times right now when I'm selling things faster than I can get them. It does go like that sometimes, and I hope it will again. But we shall see. But I gotta quit spending rent money on 31-cent grow lights. But if I'm not buying anything to sell, then I'm gonna run out of things to sell, and then there won't be any more money coming in. I just can't do it on a big enough scale, Big Boys PEV. I'm just a little too far away from where I need to be, which is why I've put so much emphasis on little eBay trinkets again, is just trying to, cast as wide of a net as possible and catch more fish, hopefully. I would love to just be selling bikes. If I could afford to go out and buy enough bikes, I would probably survive off of just selling bikes. But right now, in the position that I'm in, I just can't quite do it. Yeah, can't get the bikes for 2 cents, unfortunately. Haven't been able to yet, anyway. But I don't know. Like sooner or later, I gotta feel like I kind of feel like my efforts are gonna pay off. I do a lot of work that you guys don't see. It takes a lot of time and effort and energy to sniff out deals like this, to know where to find them, which buyers to get them from, how much to pay for them, how much I'm going to be able to sell them for, how much I'm going to have to spend in costs related to the sale, shipping, fees, etc. There's a lot that goes into that. and I get pretty tired at the end of the day, so I'm really hoping that all of this starts going a little better here soon. Just finding bikes too. I mean, it's easier to find bikes and, make a little more profit on a bike than I will on some cheap LED lights. But still, I've tried to find a good bike deal the other day and came back with nothing. I sold the red and white bike and went to go get another, and they didn't have any deals. So I've spent a lot of time just going trying to buy bikes and striking out, or just not being able to put a good enough deal together. Yeah, the only bikes that I'm finding in the trash JPL rides are like the trash pretty much. Like, I don't know how you're finding Cannondales and Centurions and everything else, when here they'll throw away like a kid's bike that's been sawed in half or something, you know. That's the only kind of stuff you find in the trash around here. Anyway, still sounds like it's windy outside. I would have rather, well, I'm always, glad to spend some time with you guys, but I would have rather taken you out for a walk tonight. But the weather didn't want to cooperate. Yeah, I haven't found anything good in there myself yet. JPL rides. I don't go dumpster diving or anything, but if I, see a bike that's been thrown away and it's even halfway decent, I'd probably grab it. But they're always junk around here. Yeah, I still hear the wind howling out there. Man, it sucks. Would have been nice to go out tonight. Oh, wow. Well, hey, I don't know. Judgment call, I guess, but those can, like, depending on the model, those can fetch some decent money. Um, I had a Jamis BMX bike, Jamis Laser in 1988, freestyle. I didn't have a lot of freestyle BMX bikes, but I did have that one, and it was pretty cool, and I remember it was yellow and black. That thing would probably be worth a fortune right now. I wish I still had half of my BMX collection from back in the day. I wouldn't have any money troubles right now, but then I'd have to sell all my cool BMX bikes. It'd be great if the wind would back off a little bit tomorrow so I can go out and at least make some lunch money. I needed to do that today, but there's just no riding a bike in this weather, not for any length of time anyway. Oh, that sucks. I had a couple of them stolen myself. It's always a terrible feeling having your bike stolen. I always worry about that now. I don't like leaving any bike anywhere for any length of time. When I go get groceries or something, I'll take like the cheapest one and lock it up and still hope that it's there when I come out. Alright, I understand it's St. Patrick's Day and maybe people got drunk and flaky and that's maybe why they're not here buying my stuff right now, but at least tell me you're not coming, you know? I probably would have done a couple other things or a couple things differently maybe if I had known that these people weren't coming. Oh no, that's the worst. You know, your first day and it gets stolen. There's a KHS that I'd love to buy. The guy wants like $90 for. And it looks to be pretty good. Still hear the wind. I hope it's not as bad tomorrow. I gotta get out and make some money. I gotta sell a couple of things tomorrow. I gotta take a couple of deliveries at least, or I'm just, it's not gonna be good. But, you know, there's only so many hours in a day. This is coming from Kentucky, which is good for 31 cents. I don't have to wait for that to come from China and I can get more of them. But it's still going to be a couple of weeks before I'm selling any of them. So I'm moving as fast as I can here, but, you know, certain things take a certain amount of time and I'll do what I can in the meantime. I always do, but I don't know. It'd be great if somebody would roll through and buy things like they say they're gonna. If I had sold 2 of the 3 things that I thought I was gonna sell today, I would have been almost alright. Like, just about there. But, you know, maybe tomorrow's the day. You know, everybody's doing their St. Patrick's Day stuff today. And then tomorrow they're home with a hangover for a while till about 1 in the afternoon when they start to feel a little better maybe. It's like, you know what, maybe we better go on Facebook and buy some crap. Yeah, it's frustrating. Definitely. I mean, I am just kind of sitting here waiting to sell stuff, but there are other things that I do too, like buy all this crap for 31 cents. Let's see, we got some other watches too. I gotta get at least 100 watches coming so that I can, like, larger wholesale lots is the key with stuff like that, I would say. Let me see, here's a very deluxe. Here's a very deluxe ladies' wristwatch. On. Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, I know. I need the money too. I'm trying to work tomorrow. I'd love to be out taking some deliveries. Um, but Mother Nature's gonna have to be okay with it. But check this out. It's a beautiful. It's a beautiful ladies' analog wristwatch. simulated rose gold and tiny diamonds on the face. What do you suppose a watch as beautiful as this cost? Oh, that's pretty. That looks pretty valuable right there, actually. I don't know if I should tell you what I paid for that one. It might be kind of embarrassing. Haven't been that lucky yet, but you're in the ballpark. JPL rides. I don't know. I don't know if such a lovely rose gold tone with simulated diamonds ladies wristwatch is worth 15 cents, but we're going to find out. All right, like no notifications at all other than weather, and it wants me to connect to Wi-Fi for a big software download or something, update, whatever. I need to be getting notified that people want to come and buy my stuff. I was on fire today. I was getting hit with, you know, marketplace notifications and stuff. Hello, is this available? Can I come see it this afternoon? I got 3 of those, or evening. Can I come see it today? 3 people asked, and none of them came through. But it is St. Patrick's Day, but tomorrow people better come and buy some damn shit, is all I gotta say about it. Yeah, I get a lot of that too. JPL rides. Uh-oh, that sounded like a money coming out notification. Hold on. Rain? Is it raining outside? It's windy and raining? That sucks. I was hoping that was a bunch of money coming in to one of my accounts or something, but it was a notification saying that it's raining outside. What the hell? There's like a 0% chance of rain today. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm getting real tired of this. Whatever. So I guess it's raining too. It says rain to end in the next few hours. Expected at 9 p.m. Where's this crazy ass weather coming from? There's been like 5 days of possible rain in the last week and a half in Las Vegas, and that never happens. And it's been windy every freaking day. I don't know. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day, huh? It's windy and raining in Las Vegas. Or will rain, I guess. May rain, depending on where you are. Didn't know if you were still here or not, though, Shane. Thanks to everybody who's been hanging out tonight. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hitting the like button if you did, and just spending a little time. I love to chat with you guys. And Las Vegas E-Rides is here. Still, glad you're still here. It was clouding over when it got dark here a little while ago. It was clouding over. So I guess it's not unreasonable that it's raining or will rain, may rain, but there was no mention of it earlier. Like, yeah, there's no rain today, but it's windy. Now it's windy and maybe raining. It'd be nice if they were wrong about the wind tomorrow. I gotta make some money, for real. I hate doing Uber Eats and DoorDash, especially if I'm gonna be pedaling, but like I gotta eat and pay bills, and sales on everything has been slow right now. I mean, there's been a lot of uncertainty out there, you might say, and people are being cautious, to say the least, when it comes to spending, and I see it all around. When it comes to fine 15-cent ladies' wristwatches or fabulous 1-cent LED lights or lovely GT bicycles that you can't go to Dick's Sporting Goods and buy anymore because there are no more GT bicycles. Why hasn't somebody bought this yet? I mean, come on. So that's an indicator right there. If I'm having trouble selling a GT that people are buying up like crazy because they're shooting up in value because GT went out of business, then yeah, people just aren't buying stuff. Yeah, it's weird that you're still sitting on that. I do see a bunch of them come up, the Dave Scotts. They made tons of those, and a lot of them are still around, but they do have value, and people do buy them. And I can't believe you're still sitting on that one. Yeah, that's it around here anyway, Shane. But that's why I cast a wider net. That's why I do eBay too. I might get back into Amazon depending on what kind of, I might source things on eBay in quantities and then, put my own labels on them and sell them on Amazon like I used to do. Again, people still need things. The key is, finding good deals on the things that people need, like bicycles. I guess nobody needs a wristwatch anymore. That's more of a novelty, like a fashion accessory. Because nobody looks at their watch to tell time anymore. But yeah, I don't know. These little lights, they've kind of run their course. I mean, I started making them and selling them 5 years ago, or roughly that amount of time ago, and they're still available. It's not my product anymore. But it's still relevant. It's not a current, like, cutting edge thing, but they're still usable. Yeah, exactly. Everybody looks at their phone to tell time. But, I mean, fashion and fashion accessories, having been in the lingerie business for as long as I was and selling a few accessories as well, I know that women, especially, no offense, are going to have their little trinkets, their little accessories and stuff, and they're going to, like whatever they want. But they don't, the ones that can't afford it don't want to pay a ton of money for it, which is why I buy lovely wristwatches from the Far East for the incredible low price of only 15 cents, and then pass the savings on to whoever needs a watch for fashion purposes, not so much to tell time, probably, because everybody uses their phone for that now. I had two of them myself, JPL rides, when I was a young go-getter and made lots of money at a job and wanted to look fancy at said job, and nobody took me seriously because I was, 27 and making big car deals and stuff. So I had to get a couple of Rolexes to, look the part, like, okay, this guy's legit. We can buy a minivan from him. I had a Daytona and a Submariner. I had a couple of Tag Heuers too, a Grand Carrera and something else. I used to love watches. I still love watches, nice watches, but I don't own any anymore. Maybe one day, though. There is something to be said for having a Rolex. Like, that kind of watch just really does make you feel good. And I made a lot more money. Like, I just tended to make more money when I could afford stuff like that. Like, the more you have, the more you have kind of thing, Like, excess starts to pile up once you get started. But the nice thing, if you buy a Rolex right, the right kind of Rolex, and you get it at the right price, it should eventually appreciate. So, I mean, if you plan on keeping it for a very long time, it can be a good long-term investment. Still no. Now would be a good time to get that $1 million notification. Like, yep, we're not going to make you wait any longer. Your $1 million has been deposited into your account. And that would pretty much take care of everything right now. That's crazy that you still have that Centurion, though. JPL rides. What size frame is it? I saw one sell locally, probably a year or two after yours. Model. The guy fixed it up and sold it for like 200, but it only lasted a couple of days. Oh, 54. See, I like a medium frame. That ought to be an easy enough sell. And it's from the Miami Vice color scheme era, like 87, 88. Yeah, those were often considered more desirable. Like, everything in the Centurion lineup from 87 and 88 was available with, like, the Miami Vice color schemes. Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. Like, I would think, you know, in average condition, like unrestored, but like complete and generally working, that should be at least a $300 bike. If it's in really good condition, particularly good condition, maybe 500 or 600. But even a pretty much junk, you know, Dave Scott bike from that period should be worth at least $100. Even if it's in really rough shape. But still complete and rideable. Man, people need to buy more stuff though in general. It's tough to sell bikes right now anyway, I guess. Like regardless of bikes, I was, you know, when I started doing this not that long ago, again, just a few months, listing bikes for sale, it was going a lot better than this. As far as getting action on them, it seems like it's a soft market for cool bikes right now. They're not bringing the money that they should. People are still buying bikes. People will always buy bikes, but the cool ones aren't worth as much as they recently were. And that's a shame. I mean, it's good if you're buying, but it's not good if you're selling. If I had the money, I'd buy 1,000 bikes right now. There are that many around here for sale, cool bikes that are cheap, cheaper than they ought to be, maybe. Do I have any good? Do I have anything to eat at all, even? I think I got like a snack. I'll be alright. I was gonna try and sell some rims tonight, some 27.5-inch rims, and the guy's like, "Where are you? I'll be by." That was the guy that should have been here like no later than 45 minutes ago. And no notifications. He was all about it. It's like, you know, will you take this amount? It's like, yes, I will. And just bring it. You can have them. You know, we'll be done with this. It's like, cool. I'll be there around this time. Okay. Great time to buy, not a great time to sell. But it depends on how you're buying. Like this, for instance, I think these watches for 15 or 20 cents, you know, not a lot of risk involved. Let me see, let's go back to something else. Things are slow on YouTube too. Like, I'm not even getting a check from YouTube this month, and that really hurts because I've been kind of accustomed to that every month. But if you're not clearing at least $100, you have to wait until the next month or until you have at least $100 paying out. And last month, short month, and it didn't have a lot of monetized content posted. I didn't get to $100, so I'm not getting the YouTube check this month. But next month it should be okay, hopefully. But yeah, it's just it's rough all around. There's like money's not coming out of anywhere right now. And this is just like a last couple of months kind of thing. This just started happening where people just shut off and quit buying stuff. We'll give it a few more minutes. I hope you guys don't mind sitting here waiting with me. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm just trying not to pull my hair out over here, watching the walls close in as nobody's buying anything. Well, I appreciate you being around, JP and Shane, and yeah, I wouldn't want to make you miss a Lakers game, definitely. But I appreciate you hanging out. You guys keep me calm. I'd be going nuts right now. I got bills to pay in a couple of days, and I do not have the money. And this could be bad. And I hate that, you know. I mean, I've got ulcers, I've got colitis and cancer, I'm bleeding internally, and I'm not supposed to stress about anything, but my entire life is stress. But you guys help with that considerably, and I appreciate you for that so much. Because the time we spend together, I have a much harder time being stressed out. So you guys are my therapy, and I don't know what I'd do without you. And my scalp is itchy because it's been so dry and windy today, and the last couple of days. Yesterday, JP, depending on the kind of bike I'm on, yesterday I was on this, and I did about 25 miles. At my best guess, all total was probably about 25 miles yesterday. I probably could have gone a little more. But I know you probably know what I'm talking about, JP. Like, the more you pedal, like, the more you can pedal. The more you go out and ride a pedal bike, the longer you can ultimately go. If I'm getting any notifications at all, they're just like depressing. Like, it's gonna rain, or you know, such and such didn't get paid because you didn't have enough money in the bank. It's like, yeah, I know. Give me notifications about money coming in. You know, those are the kind of notifications I need. Or people buying crap on eBay. I just, like, I sold some stuff just to get rid of it today, basically, on eBay. I made it, like, you can send somebody an offer. If somebody's looking at one of your items for sale, you can send them a lower offer to maybe entice them to buy it. And I did, and they did, and now I'm like, man, I should have just, you know, like, there's really, it really wasn't worth doing that. But, you know, what are you gonna do? I gotta keep the flow going somehow. You're not always hitting home runs. Hope everybody wakes up not that hungover and in a total buying mood tomorrow. That'll do me a lot of good. Yep. Pretty much. Doing all these little things. Like, everybody's always like, why don't you get a job? And stuff like that. Well, I already work like 80 hours a week, which is why I don't really have time for one. I've been more successful over the years working for myself. And I'm trying to get there again because with my specific set of health issues, you might say, I have to be able to work when I'm able to work. So, buying tons of trinkets for a few cents each and reselling them ultimately for more money, is profitable and somewhat lucrative and worth doing, but it's a tremendous amount of work and all the other stuff that I'm doing too. I wanted to get out today. I really, really wanted to get out today and take some deliveries on this bike right here. But there's just no doing that today with the wind the way it was, getting dust blown in my eyes all the time. It's a rough day to be outside at all, but it would have been just, impossible on a bike. And nothing, no good notifications, nothing that I can use, nothing that's a net gain. It's all just like, it's raining, or you don't have enough money, or it's gonna be windier than shit tomorrow. It's like, yeah, I already know that stuff. Like, tell me something good. I'm gonna have to disable some of these notifications. Even some of them are like, even though some of them are like weather alerts. I'm just tired. It's like all pretty much depressing news today. Except for getting a little excited about people that actually wanted to come and get stuff and then didn't. And again, I'm not going to be mad at you if you just are like, hey, sorry I can't make it today. Maybe can we do this tomorrow? Or I've found something else, or I'm not going to buy it after all, or whatever. You know, like, I'll be less upset if you're just straight with me about it and I'm not sitting around here waiting for you. But that's too much to ask in this day and age. Anyway, we've been at it for 2 hours and 3 seconds. And I guess I don't want to keep anybody from Laker games or anything else that's going on. I guess I'm going to have to leave you guys to your evenings or whatever time it is where you are, and I'll go back to pulling my hair out and bleeding internally. But it's been wonderful getting to spend some time with you as usual. I hope everybody had a very good St. Patrick's Day. Hey, Irving. Ah. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Irving. Maybe we keep it going another 5 minutes because I'm already stressing about being alone. It's like, it's just not a good time for that. And couple of things could have gone a little more right today, and hopefully they will tomorrow, or it's really not going to be good. I don't know why it always has to come down to the wire. And it's like I try to explain this to God, and it's like, I know you're there, I know you're listening, I know you hear me. Like, why does it have to come down to the wire? Why do I have to bleed? Why can't it just go a little more smoothly? But those are the wrong questions to ask. You don't ask why. You say thank you for the things that work out, and you try not to stress about the things that don't. And that's a hard thing for me to do lately. I'm not going to lie. I'm having a lot of trouble with it. I'm having major issues with my health, and I'm more stressed out than I need to be under the circumstances, and I can't get it under control, and I should know better than this. I shouldn't tell you about my background in psychology. Maybe I will. Some of you know. Uh, there's a piece of paper with my name on it that accuses me of being a doctor, and I should understand what's going on within myself and how to deal with it, but I still struggle. So I try not to, and you guys are so awesome with just being there. I love you all more than I could ever explain, and I really don't know what I'd do without you. You guys are my balance, and I don't know. You keep me somewhere in the middle, and I appreciate that. Well, JP and Irving and everybody, it's great to have you here. E-Rides. But, thank you guys for being who you are and doing what you do all the time. That's the really special thing about this group that we have here. It's just we all just kind of vibe together. It's always like a good chat in here, and you guys are the reason for that. And I don't know what I'd do without you, really. I mean, I'd have been lost. I'd have been a lost cause. I'd have been gone by now if not for you guys. I wouldn't have been able to keep it together. There's just too much going on, and you guys are my balance and my strength, and I love you for that. Well, I mean, you guys are the reason for the chat being the way it is. And you can't, I don't know, you can't buy this, you can't fake this. It just grew organically. You guys just started showing up, and we started hanging out, and it's been great. And I hope it stays like this forever. Honestly. I mean, this is the time of the day that I look forward to, getting to spend a little time with you guys. So, thank you. Thank you a million times. Thank you for everything you guys do. And hopefully tomorrow we can get out and do something. I gotta make some money. I gotta make some money tomorrow. I gotta sell some things. I gotta take some deliveries. I gotta make as much as I can make and spend as little as I possibly can. And, it's just, it's discouraging to even think about right now, but tomorrow will have its opportunities. It must. And good night to you, Big Boys PEV. Yeah, it is definitely getting late. I don't want to keep you up. I know you have things to do, but I sure do appreciate you being here. I guess we'll wrap it here, guys. I'll go back to banging my head against the wall. Not really, but it's just, enough of the squeezing, getting squeezed to death. You guys know what I'm talking about. Life has a tendency, it seems like lately especially, it's like, why do you have to squeeze us so much? I mean, we're all doing our thing. We're all trying. Nobody's really slacking off. And it's like, why has it got to be such a pain in the ass all the time? Why can't it just go a little more smoothly? But again, those are the wrong questions to ask. Be grateful. Don't ask why. Just be grateful for that which you have. It's easier said than done, but it really works. Like, to those that have, even more will be given. And what that means, if you don't know, is, and this is like thousands of years old, it's in the Bible and everything, but it goes long back before that. If you're grateful for that which you have, regardless of what that is, if you offer gratitude for that which you have, more will be given. But if you say, why don't I have this, and why have you forsaken me, God, and everything like that, then even more will be lost. So the more you have, the more you get. And by that, I mean, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm poor. I live in a shitty downtown studio apartment. But I try to be grateful for that which I have. This bed that I'll get to wake up in tomorrow morning, it's a blessing. It's a gift. So you say thank you for something like that, and more will be given. But if you complain about not having, then, more will be taken away. More will be lost. It's been that way for thousands of years. It'll always be that way. It's like an unwritten law. The law of attraction. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow is another day. Good night to everyone, and thank you. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful Tuesday. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon.